So, now we are starting in this video question number B7 of exercise 4.3. Let us start. The difference of square of two numbers is 180. The difference of squares of two numbers is given, that is 180. The square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Find the two numbers. Randomly we read the question, we will not know anything. While reading, we need to go on thinking also. That means, this is the talk about two numbers. Two numbers are there, and then you will read in the question somewhere smaller and larger. Two numbers are there. One is a smaller number, another one is larger number. So, first we find the difference of square of two numbers. We will know something, what are the two numbers, then only difference or sum or product we will find. We know nothing about that two numbers. So, how can we go in difference of square? Something let us try to know about that two numbers. What are that? How are that? This statement is telling. The square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. That means, this sentence also is said something about the smaller number, not about the larger number. Once more read. The square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. So, this sentence is about the smaller number. Nothing is said about larger number. So, larger number is completely totally unknown to us. We will start with that. Let the larger number be x. Let the larger number be x. I hope you got some idea to start the solution. We read the first condition, that are about two numbers difference. We nothing we know about that two numbers, only the statement is telling difference of two number is 180. So, to start, at least we need to know something about either of the number, any of that two number. Second statement, when we read, that statement is about a smaller number. The smaller number is 8 times the larger number. That means, larger number is unknown to us. So, we start with that. Larger number is x. Now, we can go therefore, the smaller number, because that statement is telling something to us about the smaller number. What is said? Let us see. Smaller number is equal to, we used 8 times the larger number. Very simple. 8 times mean 8, larger number is x. So, larger number is x. One more thing is here word. Did you notice the square of the smaller number? That means, we will put square. The square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger. So, what the statement says, everything we are doing here. Finally, what we will find? A smaller number will be equal to root 8 x. Let us start with that there. And or we can go smaller number square of a smaller number. So, square we need to send in RHS. This square will come here, and now we are knowing smaller number is root 8 x, larger number is x, and question is saying what? The difference of squares of two numbers. As per the question, the difference of means subtraction of what? Two numbers. Two numbers mean difference we find larger number minus a smaller number. So, larger number is x, smaller number is root 8 x, but again that word is there, the difference of squares of two numbers. So, square of larger number and smaller number. The first statement what was there we did, and that difference how much we get? 180. Now, let us simplify. X square minus root 8 x square, what will be? Root will be cancel square because of square. So, we get 180. So, very easily we are getting here equation x square minus 8 x minus 180 equal to 0. After getting quadratic equation, let us compare it with quadratic equation form and solve. So, comparing it this equation with a x square plus bx plus c equal to 0. What we get here? Here we get a is 1, b is minus 8 and c is minus 180. We need discriminant, you know, d is equal to b square minus 4ac. b is minus 8 minus 4 into 1 into minus 180, 4ac. Minus will become plus, square is there, 8 square 64 plus minus minus plus 18 4s are 72, 0. We get 4, 8, 7, 784 discriminant. It is positive greater than 0. So, it will have roots. We will now go to find the roots by quadratic formula. Alpha, first root minus b plus root d by 2a. So, minus b is what? Minus 8 plus root d 784 by 2a, 2 into a is 1. So, we get minus 8, 784. You may be remembering the square root. If you have forgotten, look at this rough work. 784. How to find the square root? From right side make the pair, single digit remains 7, we can divide it by 2, by 3, 3 3s are 9 it will become. So, 2 2s are 4, 2 will be added also, here remaining 3, 2 2 4. Now, 8 4 comes, if we put here 8, 8 8s are 64, 6, 8 4s are 32, 6, 38. That means, square root of 784 is 28 by 2. It is plus, not minus, minus minus it will become plus. So, 28 plus 8, 36 by 2 we get 18, 2 1s are 2 18s are. So, first root is 18. Let us see the second root, beta, and beta will be minus b minus root d by 2a. So, we will write formula and straight we go in that step where we use plus, we will use minus. 8 minus root 28 by 2, 8 minus 28, not root 28, sorry. So, minus 20 by 2, we will get here minus 10. Now, this question is about numbers. In question it is not mentioned numbers are positive or negative. Just said that numbers are there, two numbers are there whose difference of square is, but numbers we know that numbers can be negative also, positive also, but thing is that here talked about larger number and smaller number. So, if we put this negative value in that condition, the condition will not be satisfied. So, here this value is rejected, mean it is not applicable here. We use the first number is, therefore, x is what? The larger number, therefore, the larger number is 18 and the smaller number was what? Smaller number was root 8x. So, root 8 into x, x is 18, 18 8s are 64, 6, 18 1s are 18, 6, 4, 18, 8 8s are 64, 6, 8 1s are 8, 6, 14, root 1 to 44 is equal to 12. That means, if larger number is 18, the smaller number is 12. Now, this minus sign we rejected because it will, if we use here minus 10, it will come here minus root 80. That is the reason we have rejected this value and we have used the larger number as x root 18. Things are easy to understand, only that break the question, take out the meaning from it, understand, convert it into equation and solve it. I hope you are learning from these videos. In next videos, we will be continuing. Still there are 4 or 5 more questions in this exercise, word problem. See you in next video then.